There
Okay,
we go.
I shut everything down. Is this any better?
No. Nope.
Okay. Well, you know what? Bob is not here, and I have nothing really to say.
Okay.
Is that what I sound like?
Bruce,
That's
you
too.
want me to go ahead and start? There we go. Okay, welcome to our third virtual meeting of the Palm Beach Coin Club. We had one in June, one in July, and now August 12th. First of all, I'd like to talk a little bit about when and where we're going to meet again. Where we know, but when. I think if we move to phase two in our county, we could probably physically meet. But until phase two allows gatherings of 50 people or more, I don't think we're going to be able to meet. And then that would not be good enough to have a coin show. We could have our meetings, but not a coin show. And I'm sure all of you saw over the weekend that the gun show had a 2-day show out at the Fairgrounds Expo Center. And the reason they got away with this was because they're in the county, and the county is more lax than the cities are. Our club and our show is in the city of Green Acres, and the city says no gatherings of 10 or more. And until we go to phase two, we can't have any gatherings of 10 or more. Phase two allows gatherings up to 50, and I believe we could have meetings then. So that's the story on if we can meet again. So look for phase two, and when we get that, I think we'll be able to have meetings. Recently, I attended a Zoom meeting with Castleberry Coin Club 2 nights ago. I'm sorry, August 4th. I then attended an ANA district rep meeting via Zoom on August 6th, and there were 40 reps at that meeting, including the ANA president and Kim Kick, the executive director of the ANA, and so on. So we had a nice meeting for about an hour. Our virtual meeting tonight, and then two days from now, I'm going to go on a Zoom meeting with Cincinnati Numismatic Society on the 14th. Okay, club membership. We're currently at 283. We only got one new member since we met last time, and we're still 48 short of last year. And several people have said they're going to join the club or pay their dues, but they don't. So right now we're at 283. Silver and gold report today. Silver today closed at $25.46. It was down from its high on Thursday. No, I'm sorry, on Monday. The high was $29.14. Gold closed today at $1,913.90, and it's down from its high on last Thursday of $2,067.15. Platinum was $921, and palladium was $2,008. So with silver at $25.46, 90% silver coin melts at 18.2 times face value. So once again, for every $1 worth of silver that you have, you can get, well, it melts at $18.20. I don't know if you can get that right now or not. Silver dollars melt at $19.69. So that's the current bullion market. What it's going to do, I don't know. I didn't even know it was going to drop. I thought it was just going to keep rising until maybe the end of the year, but all of a sudden we've taken a dip. Maybe this is just a little pullback and then it goes up from here. I don't know. But silver's down what, $2.5, $3.5, and gold is down $150 from last week. So that's the metals. Okay, at this point I'd like to see Alan. Did you have a few words?
Yeah, Bruce, you have to get on. Yeah, I just wanted to recap our last computerized meeting. Excuse me. But it was very similar to what we're doing right now. Last time we talked on the computer was on July 8th, 7 o'clock. We had a problem, which we actually had tonight too, but it seems to have taken care of itself with the audio. Bob, I spoke, I did a short report like I'm doing now. Bob spoke, he mentioned two things: that he was trying to buy some 19th century gold coins, and that he didn't feel there was a valid relationship anymore between the price of gold and the price of silver. The ratios are all off between them. So he didn't feel we should pay attention to any of those ratios. It used to be like 100 to 1 and things like that. And then Tony spoke. He had mentioned that, I'm sure he's going to mention now too, that he has a lot of things lined up for us when we finally can get back to meet. He's got 16 cases of Coin World. He's got a bunch of red books. He was showing us the pin for the new fun show. And if anybody looks here, here's some souvenirs of the old fun shows I put up behind me. Hopefully we'll get a new bag soon. Let's see. He's going to be getting the 2020 calendars next month. And hopefully one day, as soon as we can all be together, we'll celebrate the 60th anniversary of the club. We'll celebrate free food night, and hopefully we'll have a really big auction, and everybody will have a good time. He already mentioned about membership, and Tony had gotten a whole bunch of new notes for his collection of Kentucky banknotes that he mentioned last meeting. Also, very interesting is that Carol Marshall mentioned, and she's a board member, she was on, and unfortunately she's not on right now. She mentioned that there's e-learning from the ANA, and Tony mentioned that all of the learning seminars from FUN are online. So I printed off the newsletter that's on the website. Here's on the August newsletter that you can see on the website. The website is the information right here under the president's message. It's easier for you to either look at it and write it down or print it than it is for me to just tell you 1, 2, 3, because it's, with the HTTP, all that stuff, or just to tell you it. So my suggestion, if you want to continue your coin numismatic education, take advantage of these things while we're doing nothing, and go on to the ANA website or the FUN website and learn about grading or learn about varieties or whatever they happen to have. I personally have not done it, but it sounds really interesting, and I suggest it. And anyway, all I can wish for the rest of us, like I've always done, is wish that everything should be good. Everybody should be healthy, happy, and prosperous. Everything, aside from the metals going up, which is still up compared to before, the stocks are doing great, and everything is good. So God willing, we'll all be prosperous. Next time we see each other, we'll have a lot of money to buy coins. So I give it back to you, Tony.
Okay. Thanks, Alan.
You're welcome. Thank you.
Okay. I recently sold a collection for a club member, and the silver in the deal was fine. I mean, I sold that for over spot silver when I sold it, but he bought 20 modern Kennedy halves, all graded Proof 69 deep cam, for about $800, and I was only able to get 200 for them. Which here is another example of why not to buy modern rarities from the So-So Mint or whoever it is out of Coin World or any other magazine. Don't buy these deals from these people. You get the shaft. I have said for years not to buy these deals from magazines, newspaper, TV, or a phone call. They're all bad. Also, don't buy off-grade grading services. Buy mainly PCGS, NGC, ICG, and NX in that order. Okay, no other grading services. Remember, buying from the U.S. Mint is like buying a new car. Once it leaves the showroom, the item depreciates and depreciates and depreciates. Okay, I got a couple of show and tells. I got one new Kentucky note I got. Mount Sterling, Kentucky. This is this particular note is in the center of the state, south of Lexington. This particular note is a 1929 Type 2, which means that it was made 1933 to 35, just 3 years. And this particular bank in Mount Sterling made a 10, a 20 in the 1929 series, and a 10 and a 20 in the 1929 Type 2 series. And I have all this this one here with this one here. I now have all 4 of those notes, so that's great. I don't have all the earlier ones, but at least I've got the 1929s out of Mount Sterling. Now here's another note. This is from Rhode Island. It's a obsolete note, but you see the grade on it, MS68 PPQ, and this is from Legacy Grading Service. Now Legacy is Bradford. He's the guy who ran PCGS. When they decided they didn't want to do notes anymore, he got a contract from PCGS for a few years to use the PCGS label. And in exchange, he would give PCGS $1 for every note that he graded. Once that contract was up, PCGS went back to grading notes, and Bradford started his own grading service, Legacy. And believe it or not, I picked up, normally these MS68s sell for about $250 to $300. I picked this note up on a Lynn Knight auction for $75 out the door. So I thought that was a steal. And those are my notes for this month to show you. Okay, in the news, the Long Beach Coin Expo has been canceled for September 17th through the 19th. Long Beach is canceled for the fall. July 16th at Legend Auction, here's a good one for you. A 1954S Jefferson Nickel PCGS MS67 full steps sold for, are you ready? $35,250. That's a 54S Jefferson Nickel full steps. $35,250. Now remember, if your coin is not certified, you're not going to get anywhere near these numbers. You're going to not get 1/10 of 1% near these numbers if the coin is not certified. Okay? Okay, a couple in northern Ohio took 3 $20 Liberty gold coins into Toledo Coin Exchange for an appraisal. One of the coins happened to be an 1870 Carson City 20 in BF, 41 known. The coin is worth $200,000. They're going to put it in a heritage auction, and they're going to pay off their home mortgage with the money. That was an interesting story. September 17th, Heritage Auctions will sell the Bob R. Simpson collection, which includes high-grade U.S. patterns and a Proof 66 1894S Barber dime, one of 24 known. The collection has over 300 high-grade U.S. coins. Okay. August 3rd, Heritage Auction sold the 7 uncut sheets that I reported to you a couple months ago. If you'll remember, these 7 uncut sheets of large size currency, U.S. currency, came on the market, all unique. And here's the results. A 1901 $10 Bison sheet of 4, rated MS65, sold for $156,000. A first series national banknote from Jacksonville, Illinois, sheet of 4. It had a $1, $1, $1, and $2. That was in the sheet of 4. But here's the thing, serial number 1. All 4 notes were serial number 1. It's like the holy grail of national banknotes. This sheet sold for $144,000. What a bargain. In 1899, $5 silver certificate MS67 sold for $108,000. And all the other sheets went for over 100 grand of all seven. A Federal Reserve note, 1934 $10,000 bill, rated MS64, sold for $216,000 in the same auction. Three $5,000 bills, also 1928 to 1934, sold for 108 to 126,000 each. Now that same auction, but the coins, and of course the auction in Heritage was out of Dallas because this was made for the ANA, which was canceled. The auction realized $33 million total. Highlights of the U.S. coins were an 1819 $5 gold piece MS65, $444,000. An 1821 $5 gold MS65, $312,000. And an 1870 $20 gold piece Carson City AU50, $312,000. And eight other U.S. gold coins sold between 156 to 264,000. Unbelievable. And this I just got today. NGC has just certified two Brasher doubloons from one collection, including an MS65 star, finest known. Now, the last Brasher that went to auction was an MS63, and it sold for $4.85 million. This is an MS65, 2 grades higher. It's going to be selling with Heritage shortly. And this particular guy had many other early U.S. coins and colonials that were all certified by NGC for future Heritage auctions. And the guy's name was Donald G. Patrick. And that's about all I have. As Alan said, don't forget, I've got plenty of coin worlds and numismatic news. I've got the coin market reviews. Whenever we meet again, I'll have all these free magazines you can take. I also have Red Books, and in September, the club calendars will be in. And I'm hoping, look for phase 2. Once again, if we go to phase 2, I think we can meet again. Okay? But as long as we're in phase 1, there's no way we can meet, according to the city of Green Acres. And that's my report tonight.
Yeah, Tony, I just want to say one more thing. To everybody, I want you all to have a good night. Thank you for being here. And with me, my coins are in bank vaults, and the banks have been closed since March and April. And I finally got an email from Bank of America the other day that said if I want to go into my bank vault, I have to send in an email as a request. And if it's approved, they'll make a time and a day for me to go into the empty branch to go into my bank vault to get some of my coins. So I keep hoping to keep going up and up and up and up, although today was a down day, because I can't really get a hold of them anyway. Hopefully by the time I can get my fingers on them, they'll be double what they are now. I hope you all have a great night, and I'll swing it back to Tony. Thank you for everything. Here's Tony again.
Okay, one last thing. The new basketball coins are coming out August 28th. A $50 is going to be colored on the back. The basketball will be the orange color of a basketball in the reverse, and the proof dollar will be colored on the obverse. And these coins are going to sell for $55.95, $55.95, and the other one, the dollar, is going to sell for $99.95. And I'll make you this standing offer that if you go and buy those coins in August, I'll give you 50% of what you paid for them, because that's what they're going to be in a few years. but do what you want to do. And with that, I'm done. And I got one note here saying they're going to have voting at the American Polish Club. So maybe we should be able to meet. But I'll have to check with the city and I'll let you know. The newsletter will be out at the end of the month and it'll be in there whether we meet in September or not. So I'll let you know in that. And with that, I guess that's it. Anybody got anything else?
Mhm.
I think we're done.
Okay.
Are we off?
No. Well, I still hear you.